Congratulations! Your email address has been selected. You have received a blue diamond, and I invite you to discover how much you've earned thanks to your blue diamond. Congratulations! You just won $1,127. Now, all you have to do to cash in your winnings, it's very simple. Just validate your address like this. This is what Martin, 35, did. He works in a supermarket in the suburbs of New York City. And to get to work, he has no choice but to take his car. The problem with Martin was that he had an old car. And unfortunately for him, it didn't pass the safety inspection. On a minimum wage salary, it was hard for him to buy a new car. So when he received his blue diamond, Martin didn't hesitate for a second. Luck was definitely on his side because he got the maximum $1,145 every week for 5 years thanks to his blue diamond. He was able to buy a new car and regain his independence. Just like Clarice, 62 years old, this retired teacher is not rolling in dough. She had a small pension of $937.53 and had to be careful with all her expenses, and her pension just about paid her bills. And she didn't have any money left over to treat herself or spoil her grandchildren. When she received her blue diamond, at first she thought it was a scam. Finally, when she realized that she was going to make money every week for 5 years, she rushed out to find out how much she'd earn. Since then, she's cashed in $535 every week. And Mark, 45, when he received his blue diamond, Mark was in a difficult situation. He had just been laid off and was receiving less than $1,000 in unemployment benefits every month with a mortgage to pay. It's hard to get by and make ends meet. At his age, no matter how hard he looked, he couldn't find a job. The blue diamond gave him a breath of fresh air, thanks to the $997 he earned and receives automatically every week. Enough to eliminate the stress during his job search. Today, it's you who has just received your blue diamond and discovered the sum of $1,127. At this point, you're wondering, what is the Blue Diamond game and why have you been selected? Stay tuned because in a moment, I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, I'd like to ask you a question. What would you do with the $1,127 that you will receive automatically every week? Perhaps you've always dreamed of traveling and discovering the world. Or maybe you're more the kind of person who would focus on your home, and you can really make it a dream home by redecorating. Anyway, you'll certainly be able to enjoy life and put your loved ones out of harm's way. Just a little more patience, because you're really close to realizing all this. Let me first quickly introduce myself. My name is Vincent Rivoli, and I'm the manager of my bank. Our neobank was born a little over 6 years ago. Basically, we're a neobank for professionals. But 2 years ago, we decided to open our doors to private individuals. Not to be recognized, we opted for a playful promotion in the form of games. So, 4 times a year, we distribute this blue diamond. This game is, of course, totally free to participate in and is designed to help you get to know us. Participants who receive a blue diamond can win up to $1,145 per week. Today, you are the one who just discovered how much is hidden behind your blue diamond. And I have to admit, that $1,127 is a lot of money. But before I go any further, I must inform you of one thing very important. Indeed, the promotional campaign of the Blue Diamond 4 times a year lasts only 24 hours. And, according to our winnings conditions, you have 30 minutes in which to claim your winnings, confirm your participation, and collect your $1,127. We've scheduled a 30-minute delay because we want to be sure that at the end of 24 hours, we will have assigned the blue diamond in play. If you haven't released your $1,127 within 30 minutes, the blue diamond associated with your address will be deactivated, and you will no longer be able to validate your participation or redeem your winnings. It would be a real shame to miss out on $1,127 a week, which still adds up to $4,508 per month in your pocket. And since you'll be receiving this amount every month for 5 years, all in all, that's $270,480 that you're going to collect without doing anything. At this point, you might be wondering why we're giving away all this money and how we manage to fund all these blue diamonds 4 times a year. In a moment, I'm going to tell you how all this is possible. But first, I have important news to share with you. $1,127 every week for 5 years. You have to admit, it's not bad. But what if I told you that you could earn that much for much longer? You see, our aim in organizing this game 4 times a year is to make ourselves known. But to help you get to know us even better, we're proposing a 6-fold increase in the duration of your payments. In plain English, you can receive $1,127 every week for 30 years. How is all this possible? Well, it's very simple. When we budgeted this advertising campaign, we wanted to go even further, so we adapted our budget to our needs. For you, it doesn't change the way the game is played. By the way, you can keep your initial term of 5 years in installments. The only thing you have to do if you want to enjoy 30 years of automatic payments is to open a free account, an account with Bloom Bank. That's right. What better way to get to know us than to offer you the chance to open an account with us? This account is totally free with no commitment. Every week, the $1,127 you've just won will be automatically credited to your account, and you can spend it as you wish. Our idea in proposing this is that a happy customer will talk about us and may bring us other potential customers. That's why we're making such an offer. Let's be clear. Most banks do not offer such sums to retain new customers. I wanted my bank to take a different approach. We're committed to our relationships with our customers, and that's why I insisted on it. You're obliged to either open an account with us to receive your weekly $1,127 for 30 years, or you can simply cash in your winnings in your personal account for a total of 5 years and not take advantage of the 30-year payout period. Whatever the case, you don't have to decide right away. You have a fortnight to let us know if you wish to increase your payout period to 30 years instead of 5. By the way, just to be clear, I invite you to watch with me how to make your choice. First of all, you need to validate your email address. Then, once validated, you'll be taken to a new page. At this point, you'll need to choose a method to receive your $1,127. You can choose between PayPal or a traditional bank transfer. Once this simple formality, you receive your $1,127 between 5 and 7 minutes later to the account of your choice. Within 2 weeks, we'll send you an email in which we'll ask you to choose whether or not you want to open an account with us or not. The choice is yours. The payment deadline for your $1,127 will remain unchanged for 5 years, or be increased for a period of 30 years. Like Michael, 45 years old, who chose to open an account with Bloom Bank. This farmer who lived in Iowa was struggling to get by. He wanted to stop farming because he was getting tired, but he was stuck. He worked endless hours from morning till night, and yet, because of the system, he couldn't make any more money. When he earned $1,035 a week, thanks to his blue diamond, Michael stopped working straight away. He didn't hesitate for a second to open an account with my bank to continue receiving his winnings for 30 years. Michael has since moved. He moved to the Atlantic coast with his wife Denise. Look at the little message he sent us. Hello, sir. I wanted to thank you again for all your help. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be on my tractor from morning to the evening without being able to pay myself a salary. Bloom really is a great bank. I receive my $1,000 every week, and I'm finally enjoying life. Thanks again, Michael. When I read testimonials like Michael's, it really warms my heart. Now let me tell you about Virginia, 32. This single mother lived alone with her 2 daughters in downtown LA. She was a supermarket cashier and earned the minimum wage. For her, it was complicated because she had no family around and had to hire a babysitter to look after her daughters when she worked late at night or at weekends. Part of her small salary went to pay the nanny, and the rest went to the children. She was barely covering the bills. When she received the email informing her she'd received a blue diamond, she rushed to find out how much she'd won. She was delighted to discover the sum of $1,119. Since then, she has continued to receive the same amount into her account every week because she chose to receive her earnings for 30 years. Here's the message she sent to us. Hello, Vincent. I wanted to give you some news since I've been receiving my $1,120 every week. My life has completely changed. I've stopped working and can now take care of my daughters 100%. Is it possible to open a savings account for Mia? Because with all the money I get every month, I'd like to put some money aside for her. Thanks again, and I look forward to hearing from you. Let me tell you about Terry, 24 years old. This young man had been out of school since he was 18. He had no diploma and no real professional qualifications. He found odd jobs here and there which allowed him to make a bit of money. But despite his best efforts, he couldn't find a proper job that he liked and that paid well. His luck changed when he received a blue diamond which contained the sum of $793 through his Bloomfield account. Terry will receive $3,172 every month for 30 years. He decided to take matters into his own hands and do some vocational training in IT. Here's his latest message. Hi, Vincent. That's so cool. I receive my $790 every week, and it's really good for my finances. I went back to school at the end of my training, but it's okay. I like it. Thanks for the diamond. Testimonials like Michael's, Virginia, and Terry. I could read you dozens of them, but today, I'd rather talk about you. Imagine all the things you could do with $1,127 every week. Maybe you've had enough of your current job, and you'll be able to say goodbye to your boss. Or maybe you've always dreamed of owning a house by the sea. Or simply you're going to treat yourself to a luxury watch or a new car. Well, in a moment, all this will be possible for at least 5 years. And if you like, even for 30 years. Maybe at this stage you're wondering if you'll have to pay a membership fee to receive your Blue Diamond winnings. I'll say it again. There are no fees to pay, whether for the Blue Diamond or even if you open an account with Bloom, because our costings have been budgeted when we launched our campaign to participants. However, it must be recognized that even if you had an entry fee of $1,000, that's just what you'll receive in the first week. But don't worry, I'm not asking for $1,000, $100, or even $50. The only thing left for you to do to unlock your first transfer from the Blue Diamond is to pay a small participation fee of $8.95 for administrative costs. This is a one-time fee only, and then you'll receive $1,127 every week. So, if you're ready to receive all this money in your account for at least 5 years, and the timer hasn't reached 0 yet, I'll let you click on the button below this video and unlock your $1,127. However, if the timer is not yet at 0, and you're still hesitating to release your winnings, you may not be ready to earn all that money. I'll just say thank you and ask you to leave this page so that someone else can have the opportunity. Because, as I said before, we only offer this diamond every 3 months. If, on the other hand, you feel like moving forward and taking advantage of our promotional campaign to receive $1,127 every week for at least 5 years, click on the button below this video and complete your subscription like this. First of all, you need to validate your email address. Then, once validated, you'll be taken to a new page. At this point, you'll need to choose a payment method to receive your $1,127. You can choose between PayPal or a traditional bank transfer. Once this simple formality is done, you'll receive your $1,127 between 5 and 7 minutes later to the account of your choice. There's also one last thing I'd like to talk to you about. It's our 100% satisfaction guarantee. This guarantee was created especially for Blue Diamond winners. This warranty is valid for 5 years and can be extended to 30 years if you open an account with Bloom Bank. It allows you to stop participating at any time if you no longer wish to. Please let us know and we'll give you a full refund of your $8.95 administrative fee. For further details or to ask us any questions you may have, you can reach us via my secretary's contact email, which will be sent to you once your registration is complete. I will now let you validate your participation by clicking on the button below and receive your first $1,127. Don't hesitate to send me a message to share your first impressions. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I'll see you